years ago, Max last faced his former team. A magical night at Nats Park with an historic finish. 20 strikeouts in 9 innings, a feat accomplished by just 4 others all time. Today, he takes the mound in Detroit as a visitor for the first time. It's all about Max today, isn't it? We've been looking forward to this one for a while. Ever since we saw how the pitching was lined up, you got jerseys all over the yard, the curly W's and number 31. It's Scherzer and Jordan Zimmermann today, representing every no-hitter, by the way, in the history of the Washington Nationals. This pitching matchup today in FP, he still is one of the all-time winners in this ballpark, even though he's been gone for almost 5 years.
Yeah, probably a little bit weird for him, but I think he's more of a national now than a Tiger. But anytime you pitch in your old ballpark, it's a big deal. And every time Max pitches against his old team, it's a big deal. Jordan
Zimmermann missed almost 8 weeks earlier this year with an elbow problem. He's back out there every 5th day for the Tigers. Things haven't really worked out for him long range after he signed that big contract, but he's a guy who can be tough. We know what he's capable of.
Yeah, fastball doesn't have the same zip in the zone as Nats fans are used to it, but he still spots that slider up nice, and he'll be fired up today. You'll see his A game.
Only time these guys have ever met, it was a memorable night. Jordan Zimmermann by no means pitched a bad ball game, but it was all about Max and the strikeouts that night, and the whole thing got off to a really quick start.
Did you think we were going to do this open without showing you 20 strikeouts? So he had 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 3 in the third. So 8 strikeouts in the first 3 innings. I think that's when I said, text your friends, something special might happen tonight. He had 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th. He threw 31% sliders that night. That was the highest percentage he would throw in 2016. So the fastball was crackling, but the slider was his pitch. 2 in the 7th, 3 in the 8th, and then 2 in the 9th. Had a chance for 21. The game ended on a ground out to third base. And here's how the game ended. What a night at Nats Park. A special night, a historic night. One that everybody will say they were there, but we were lucky enough to call it.
That was fantastic. Scherzer, baseball history. So we always wonder, what's he going to do after he threw the 2 no-hitters? Well, then he strikes out 20 guys. So it's all about Max again here today. And the Nats need a win. This would be really nice to come home 5-1 on this trip.
Yeah, and a lot of strikeouts today isn't out of the question. I don't know if he's going to strike out 20. Miguel Cabrera came up with something today. He's not in the lineup. That's a veteran move on his part. So a Tigers lineup that strikes out 5th most in the American League. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we were looking forward to Scherzer against Miggy, but at least from a starting standpoint, not going to happen. Tuesday at Miami, Max, 5th straight win. 8 innings, a run on 5 hits, 10 strikeouts, didn't walk anybody. All of his numbers are lining up again. Detroit Comerica Parks have cooled off just a bit. It's the rubber game of the 3-game series, and it's a ball game that will determine whether it's a really good trip or an okay trip. The Nats want to come home 5-1 from this 2-city deal through Miami and the Motor City. We've got all kinds of Scherzer jerseys in the yard today. So Max's recent run, last 7 starts, 5 wins, ERA 0.92. It's the 2nd best stretch of his career over that amount of time.
Well, that's why you think today could be a big day for Max. Obviously, he's facing a major league team, but they've struck out 763 times. That's 5th most in the AL. How about some of his signature games this year? We go back to June 2nd at Cincinnati, 15 strikeouts, and Davey Martinez. We were hoping that Davey would come out to the mound because we had a feeling we'd see this. Pumped him up, a 3-pitch see to Joey Votto, and then he's foaming at the mouth as he goes into the dugout and breaks a few hands with high fives. Then the black eye game, June 19th, 10 strikeouts against the Phillies, 7 innings, 7 shutout innings. He just fires us up every 5th day, doesn't he? I'm excited for today. I think today's going to be something special.
So Scherzer, 1st in strikeouts, 2nd in innings. He'll become number 1 in that stat today. ERA 3rd, opponent's batting average 5th. He's in the top 10 in wins. Here's another stat for you to add to that. Walks and hits per innings pitched, 1.03. That's the 5th best total of any pitcher in the National League. He's 166 and 87.
Watch this. He just blew the smoke off the gun. Do it one more time. No, he didn't like that pitch. If he likes it, he does that when he's warming up. I mean, we should show his bullpens when he warms up. It's a show in and of itself. We get to see it on the monitor a lot. But he's so focused and so locked in even before he gets in the game. And he's ready. Let's go.
Let's go, Max. And hey, let's go get this guy some runs. The Nats on this road trip keep hitting home runs. They've now tied the Washington Nationals record of 14 straight games with a long ball. Who's going to be the home run hero or heroes today? Baseball on MASN. To you by Night Point Systems. Modernize, protect, and transform your information technology. By PNC. Make today the day. And by Innovashar Cancer Institute, a world-class cancer treatment center right in your backyard. Beautiful setting, Comerica Park. It's been a nice weekend here. Would have been a lot nicer with a W yesterday, but that's history. And now today we have sunny skies, humidity down 80 degrees at game time. Adam Eaton hitting behind the birthday boy today. The Nats are 6th in the league in runs, 8th in homers, 6th in batting average, and he's just keeping on what he's been doing in his career here. 3 for 7 this series with a walk. Adam Eaton 328 last 19 games. Today, Howie is the DH. Matt Adams against a right-hander gets the start at first, and that righty is Jordan Zimmerman. 94 and 83 career, and the former Nat 0-1 against his former team.
2009 to 2015 with the Nats, 70 and 50 in the uniform he's going to face today with a 3.32 ERA. Struck out 903 hitters as a Washington National, and here we go. The fastball, you'll see, they're ready. Doesn't have the same zing it used to. And if you remember how teams beat Jordan Zimmerman when he was a National, is you got to be aggressive. He's a strike thrower. He's going to start you out with a fastball. He has to locate that fastball. Now you see it in the low 90s.
6 homers in 8 starts this year. There we go. 110, ball 1. Happy 26th birthday to Trey Turner. He'd like to celebrate with a big day. Hitless in the series. No longer beyond the reach of Candelario. He's going to round the bag. And for the first time, the Nats get their leadoff man on in the first inning of this weekend.
Yeah, watch Jordan's last start against the Texas Rangers, and they came out hacking. And they scored 2 in the first inning, so you got to get him early in the count, and you got to get him early in the game. So second pitch of the game, base hit. There goes a no-hitter. Zimmerman quick to the plate. We'll see if Trey's thinking about running. You could steal third off Jordan. Second's a little harder.
Bobby Wilson 1 for 6 against opposing base runners. Turner 16 of 18, third most steals in the National League. That ball to the inside edge. So Adams had a good series. RBI, a walk, 3 hits. A couple of really good plays in right field. Field is bathed in sunshine. The batter's eye kind of shadowed way out there beyond the 420 mark in center. It's a big yard, big gaps, and guys like Trey Turner love to see tweeners here because they'll score more often than not from first base. It's Brandon Dixon at first base for them today.
Jordan Zimmerman's 11th season in the big leagues. Did you say that already, Cup?
It's amazing.
I have to wrap my head around that. And what's he making? 24 million this year?
25 million this year, 24 last year.
I mean, hey, we knew him when he wasn't making that, so good for him.
Delayed steal. High throw. It deflects off the glove of the shortstop. Trade didn't go right away, and that's number 17.
So smart. You got the guy that's quick to the plate. Does that mean you just shut it down? No. How about a delay steal? Watch Trey Turner. Shuffle, shuffle, go. Caught everybody napping. You see how late Goodrum gets over. Wait, he's stealing? Turned into a fire drill.
His shuffles as quick as some guys' jumps. That was really good. And for the Nats, they're 48th. 1-1 to Adam now, looking to move the runner, but he pops up the bunt. Caught by Dixon. 1 out.
And Tigers defense today, Stuart Jones Castro the outfield, Goodrum Candelario left side, Beckham Dixon right side, and Bobby Wilson on the plate. It's a big out right there. 1 run could win this game.
Huge. Anthony Rendon came alive yesterday. 3 for 4 day. 2 singles. 1 to left, 1 to center, and a home run to deep left field. Got his June batting average up over 300 again. He's at 302. How good of a month has it been for the Nats? They are 17-8. Since the birth of the Nationals in 05, it's their 5th highest monthly winning percentage. 680. Tight slider. Brennan Miller, the junior member of this umpiring crew. Jim Reynolds at first, the crew chief Brian Onora, there he is at second base, and Mark Ripperger over at third.
Usually as soon as Jordan Zimmerman rolls his head to the plate, he goes home. Watch his head.
Rendon 2 for 3 career against him. Fastball well away. Hard to believe Jordan's only won 24 games since coming over here. Had an elbow problem that kept him from starting this year between April 25th and June 19th. 86 with cutting action to fill the count.
A little get me over slider here. Not a lot going on with that pitch. I think Anthony thought it was outside.
Payoff with 1 out. And Rendon out to right center. Drifting for it, Jacoby Jones. Trey Turner just casually back to the bag, and then he explodes over to third. 2 down. Big spot for Juan Soto. Mammoth homer Friday. His only hit of this series, couple of walks.
Does he take on Juan Soto here with first base open?
It's a great question.
Howie Kendrick's swinging it. You got the right on right matchup on deck. Yeah, it's the first inning. Yeah, there's a lot of baseball left, but yeah, Max Scherzer's pitching, so I think you have to be careful here.
A little shrug of the shoulders by Zimmerman there. Thought he had strike 1. Soto faces him for the first time. Eaton, Rendon, Kendrick, Adams, Suzuki, Dozier, the Nats, who have previously faced Jordan. Career record 94 and 83. It's his 259th career start. And this is one situation here, plus he has the count in his favor. This pitch may reveal whether Jordan wants anything to do with him here. Took a little bit off. 3-0.
6 pitch around. Green light on a fastball right down the middle.
Blazing. StatCast AI powered by AWS. That's a pitcher's pitch there. Outside edge for the strike.
He knew a green light was in effect, so he had to paint there. 3-0.
And the breaking ball down and in. So a big spot for Howie Kendrick, who's the DH today. Time for T-Mobile's connection to the game. We'll get you that in a second. Like the Nats trying to set a new franchise record. Well, team record, franchise record, the Expos in '99. Max has gone 6 innings 15 times this year or more, 12 straight. Nicholas Castellanos. He has a 6-game hitting streak and a 23-game on-base streak. He's hurt the Nats in this series. So here's Howie. First pitch swinging. High fly ball. Deep right center. Still going. Jacoby Jones, who has played a great center field in this series, grabs it. Nats will strand a couple, and Max now. As a Diamond and a Nat has started 8 times against the Tigers. 3-1, 3.40. Jacoby Jones. Well, he robbed Victor Robles of a homer early yesterday. Turned out to be a huge play in the series. 1 for 4, an RBI, couple of walks. They have Jeimer Candelario as their cleanup guy. Castellanos DHing today, and no Miguel Cabrera against Scherzer.
Fastball average velocity 95. Check that out. Last 12 starts for Max, a 1.76 ERA. He struck out 112. We don't know about the last time he faced the Tigers, and here we go.
Gets the call on the outside edge with his first heater of the day. Only Tigers who have ever faced Scherzer: Candelario, Gordon Beckham, and Bobby Wilson. The 4th, 8th, and 9th hitters in today's lineup. Max second all-time in wins in this ballpark with 46. As you would expect, Justin Verlander, number 1. He has 99. Front door on the breaking ball, a beauty. Had the right-hander buckling a bit. That ball's hit a long way out to deep center. It's a graveyard for fly balls out there, though. Victor Robles has it, probably more than 400 feet away.
All right, defensive day for the Nats. Soto, you just saw Robles eat in the outfield. Turner Rendon left side, Dozier Adams right side, Kurt Suzuki behind the plate. Matt Adams back in the lineup today. There's a right-hander going. He's got 6 home runs in his last 11 starts.
Yeah, when he starts, look out. More on that when he comes up. He'll lead off the second. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. 277 average. He's had a good series. 3 hits, a homer. He's been walked. He's been hit by a pitch. 8 for 20 over his streak.
Max has also had the opportunity to watch the Tigers play for a couple of days, sit over on the bench and get his own scouting report on hitters.
That is true.
Because he doesn't know a lot of these guys.
Late for the heater. So for Max, start number 347 today. 4th in ERA, 5th in opponent's batting average. Nasty slider. There's number 1 of how many today? We shall find out. And 2 quick outs here in the first.
3-pitch see ya. First pitch changeup, and he goes with the slider to finish him off. And the last time he struck out 20 Tigers, I didn't know this till today. That's the most versus your former team in Major League history. Nobody's ever done that.
Leave it to him.
The most strikeouts against your old squad.
Fastball a little away to Kristen Stewart, the left fielder. Hit cleanup the first 2 games of the series. Robles a little offset toward the pull side. Phillies at Miami again today. Jake Arrieta, Trevor Richards there. Braves at New York tonight. Max Fried, Noah Syndergaard. Nats remain a game and a half back of the Phillies, but lost a game to the Braves yesterday and now 8 back. Look at that changeup. We're seeing the arsenal early.
A couple of fastballs and then feathering the changeup in. He's had a tremendous feel for that pitch for a while now. What, last 7-8 starts?
Strike 3 call. Unhappy hitter. Max gets that call today. Look out, ladies and gentlemen.
He struck out 2 in the first the last time he faced the Tigers. $50 to the Children's National System for the first 200 homers hit by the ball club this year. Lexus Experience Amazing. Matt Adams in Miami. I think this one untied a 1-1 game and made it 4-1 good guys. And that's we're down by 3, 4-1, and he tied it at 4 with the second one. So he is locked in, folks.
Pretty snappy breaking ball from Jordan Zimmerman to Matt Adams. A little bit of ownage here. The shift is on. Matt is 5 out of 9 career. 2 homers against Zimmerman. And he hits that one high in the air to deep right center. Watching it is Jones. And the Nats have been Comerica'd on several occasions this weekend. FP, with the way the lively ball is flying, this might be the most fair park in baseball for pitchers right now. You can make a mistake and keep it in the yard.
He pulls that a little more. It's 1-0.
Kurt Suzuki 2 for 3 career against Zimmerman with a home run. So 3 fly balls caught by the center fielder already. One hopper. Candelario over at third. 2 down.
All right, join us celebrate the 1969 Montreal Expos Saturday, July 6th. Watch the Nats take on the Royals. 4 p.m. start in that game. We'll be wearing the Montreal Blues following a special pregame ceremony. For more information and purchase your tickets, visit nationals.com/expos. Zombie third base coach, there he is. Used to be an Expo.
Brian Dozier 2 for 8 in the series with an RBI. He's had 21 career at bats against Jordan Zimmerman, most of any Nat. 6 hits. Number 27 working quickly like we remember him doing when things are flowing, and they are for him early. Base hitting the pitcher on walk in the first inning. 17 pitches, looking for a quick number 2 frame, and that's going to be caught to his right by Nico Goodrum. Tigers have played some good defense in this weekend series.
Suzuki talking to Jordan Zimmerman. This guy's friends. Then we looked during the break. This doesn't look friendly. This is Kurt walking to the plate, talking to Jordan Zimmerman. And Jordan looking at Kurt in the on-deck circle, shaking his head. I think Kurt was taking his time. He knows that Zimmerman works fast. He took his time to get up to the plate. So we wanted to show you that just in case something happens later. I doubt it.
Interesting. Kurt then swung at the first pitch. Grounded out to Candelario. Here's Max. First inning, 12 pitches, 9 strikes, and that heater had some zip by Candelario.
I also wanted to show you because I like when guys don't like each other. Everybody hugs and kisses on the field nowadays. I like when guys get mad at each other. I do. Maybe it makes me old, but I like when people don't like each other and they really want to beat them.
Yeah.
Compete, not hug. I did just sound super old.
Yeah, I was just what you just said reminded me of something. About 2 hours ago, I was over in the Tigers radio booth. Jim Price, who played on the '68 Tigers, showed me a picture of him from behind home plate, standing in the batter's box, and Bob Gibson is 60 feet away staring at him on that hill. And he was like, yeah, that was a pretty unfriendly guy out there. And, you know, things like that do remind us of a bygone era, FP, because things are a little fuzzier than they've ever been before. That doesn't mean it's a love fest out there.
It's
there's
different.
plenty of that stuff that goes on.
It's not bad. It's just different.
But there are certain guys you're just not comfortable standing 60 feet away from. And one of them's on the mound right now. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss on a slider down and in. 3 Ks in a row. 1 out. Bottom of the second.
But he goes through these streaks where he's dialed, and he's dialed again today. I mean, the changeup's been great. The slider, that's a cutter under the hands at 90. So 4 batters in this one, 3 strikeouts.
Brandon Dixon, the first baseman, is next. 0 for 3 Friday night. Didn't play yesterday. Everything's in the zone right now. There's the fastball. Trey Turner, ball came up at the very end. Close play, 2 down, 5 in a row for Max. Over 2 million vehicles sold and counting. When you're talking cars, you're talking Coons. So 10 strikeouts and no walks. Max does that on a regular basis 23 times in his career now. Kurt Schilling next. And of course, that was in Miami. Max has all these different categories that are so interesting. Nico Goodrum, the shortstop, is next. He's up there hacking. All-time strikeouts, 27th. Active strikeouts, 3rd. 10-plus strikeout games, 89. Then he's got 23 games, as we just mentioned, without a walk. Same amount with 1 earned run. He's got 23 games with no earned runs. 10 Ks. I mean, the categories are just crazy. And by the way, 6 times in his career, including once this year, he's gone 15 Ks or more. All-star tonight? We shall see. Change-up. Looked just like the heater. Nissan pitch cast.
It's filthy. Same arm speed, same action, same everything, just 10 miles an hour slower.
Yeah, then the heater that makes him late on 97. Looking around the ballpark he knows so well. They clapping for contact or for a strikeout? 2-2. That's a base hit. He got out ahead, did Goodrum, snuck it inside the bag. Eaton gets it back in to out double.
Man, made the adjustment on the changeup, stayed back there and got just enough of it. Look at Matt Adams way off the line. So a 2-out double for Goodrum. Nice piece of hitting.
It was. Here's Harold Castro, who's playing right field after a couple of games at second base.
Castro's got a nice swing. Very compact. He's had a decent series against the Nats. Seems like a tough out.
Change up on the short hop. Good block by Kurt Suzuki on the backhand glove.
Kept it in front.
Right in on the hands. Well, over in London, it was reasonable for 7 innings today. 4-3 ball game. Red Sox led the Yankees, and the Yankees have just scored 9 runs to go up 12-4. What is going on over there? I think Boston had 3 homers in the first inning today. Some of those British fans are going to come over here for vacation next year and see a 1-0 game and won't be able to believe their eyes.
They get tricked. Come over to the States and watch a game. This baseball's like, it's amazing. It's like watching a basketball game. Everybody scores. Let's go to America. Wait. Although maybe by next year it is like that every game. Who knows?
3-2. Change up, and that ball golfed out of play.
Cricket swing on cue.
And by the way, Goodrum was running on a 3-2 2-out pitch from second base.
Cricket? Oh yeah, that's a homer in cricket.
Turning into a long inning here. Runner holding this time. That's out of play. So 20 pitches in this bottom of the second.
Should time at bats against Max. If you stay in the batter's box for more than 3 minutes, you're doing something right. Good fight going on here. I think he's in swing mode. And if you go fastball right by the English D and actually throw ball 4 here, you might get him with strike 3. He might chase with you. Having trouble getting on the same page.
Yeah, he's swinging at everything.
Yep.
Fouling off the kitchen sink.
Pitch count killer right now.
That he is. Number 10 of the at bat coming. No score, bottom of the second. Fastball away. He levels off, and Soto has it. Juan Soto playing shallower than usual, and he comes flying in and makes an outstanding grab.
A beautiful play. You know, Juan Soto plays deep. He was playing shallow, and the way he got up to sprint to the dugout might have been the best part. Moment later in the ball game. That's the whole true moment right there. Juan Soto, who always plays deep, was playing shallow. Got a great jump. And let's give Harold Castro credit for a wonderful at-bat that didn't end up the way he wanted it. But Juan Soto was ready for action. He gets up and sprints into the dugout. Watch. He's ready. 20 years old, day game. He should sprint into the dugout. Max digging the effort.
Top of the third. Victor Robles. Well done, Juan. Just saved a run. Maybe the ball game. You never know. We found out yesterday things that happen early can have a big influence on the eventual outcome. This one short right center. In plenty of time, Harold Castro. First time around the order, the Nats go 1 for 8 with a walk.
Nats fans and Cats fans, come join a perfect day at the ballpark on Saturday, July 6th, when the Nats face the Royals. You can't bring your feline friends, but you'll get limited t-shirts. Benefit the Humane Rescue Alliance with the purchase of a special ticket. For more information and purchase tickets, visit nationals.com.
That never gets old.
It's not. You can't bring your cats or your tigers. Although if you could bring your tigers, it would make for a heck of a ball game, I think.
You know, and that shot comes right after I got a really nice tweet from a fan that said, your crew is amazing. The things they show us that we can't really see going around the ballpark. So really well done on the tiger head there.
Yeah, you can't bring cats to the ballpark, I don't think.
They're just
You're
just not in the mood to come.
You just can't hurt them. Cats are not on a leash ever, are they?
Not usually.
You got to hold them, right? Or
well, my sister told me years ago that, you know, dogs, they can't wait to chase you around. Cats, they take a message and get back to you.
Yeah, we definitely can't bring tigers or lions to the ballpark.
Oh, that's a nasty curveball from Jordan Zimmerman. That thing diving, striking out Trey Turner, who singled first time up, stole second, stranded at third eventually in the first inning, and now Zimmerman is retired on very few pitches. 6 Nats in a row. Adam Eaton, a key play in that inning. He tried to bunt Turner to third on the first out, but he popped it up, and it was caught by Brandon Dixon, the first baseman.
You have all the pups in the park, so you got to have a cat there, right? Or you get in trouble. But who are you offending now? You got to have like a hamster
day.
Well,
the hamsters are upset.
You have to have a hamster day now, and where does it end? Goldfish day at the park?
Breaking ball got right in on his hands, and I tell you, Bobby Wilson got smoked by Adam Eaton's bat on that pop-up. We could hear it through our microphones, and that's as hard as I've seen a catcher hit in a long time. Ball caught by Candelario, the third baseman. Inning over, but Bobby Wilson just got hammered on the helmet right there.
Due up second, so he's not in the circle. We watched him talk to the trainer and his manager, Ron Gardenhire. Listen to this. You can't get hit any harder. Carp, you called that perfectly when it happened. I've never seen a catcher get hit that square. And he might have been out for a second right there. And the umpire, Brennan Miller, caught him. There could have been like a 1001 where he was out cold. And he's coming in the on-deck circle. He's going to stay in this game.
Wow. That was scary.
Hope he's okay.
Gordon Beckham. Haven't seen him in this series. 32-year-old infielder. He's been all banged up the last several years. Hasn't really played a full big league season in a handful of years. Hasn't played 100 games since 15. He's faced Max a lot, but only 9 for 51, $176. Pulls one, and it's way foul.
Do you remember when Michael Conforto crashed into, I forget who, it might have been Robinson Cano at Nats Park? He was out cold before he hit the ground in that one. And I feel like Bobby Wilson was out for a second there too.
Change up. Nasty. Strikeout number 4. Bottom of the third underway, and into the box will come the catcher, Bobby Wilson.
Yeah, change up, best pitch so far today for Max. Slider looks good too. Fastball has been 95 to 97. Tremendous feel for the change.
Yeah, Bobby Wilson answers the bell for now, but I'm sure they'll
still shaking the cobweb.
Check with him when he gets back in the dugout and keep a close eye here. Next couple of innings. 0 for 3 in the game on Friday. Slider, front door, up and in, 1-1. Well, Max could use a quick third. After 23 pitches in the second, nearly half of those to Harold Castro. That's a busted bat, and Matt Adams has it. Let's go back and see what Jacoby Jones did to Victor Robles yesterday in the third inning.
Have you seen a better catch in person? I was thinking about it after the game yesterday. I don't know that I've seen a better catch live. The correction at the end, too. Did you see him kind of stick his left foot in the ground and fade with the baseball toward the end? And the top of the fence was his waist. The yellow line on the other side, he almost goes over, and Victor Robles, some serious sportsmanship there, tips his cap.
Exactly. I don't know if Victor knew who Jacoby Jones was before yesterday's game. He knows now. And hit a fly ball to Robles. Pretty well hit first time up. Anthony Rendon playing shallow. Good bounce back inning for Max Scherzer. That's how good Max is. We consider a bounce back inning when he gets a 1-2-3 after giving up one hit. Here comes Anthony. Fourth inning of Nationals, brought to you by the redesigned 2019 RAV4, ready for any adventure. Go Toyota and let's go places. Looks like Miller Park has nothing on Comerica Park. On the grill there, dogs and brats. And a Sunday afternoon, last day of June. The Nats are trying to win their 18th game of the month, which would be their 4th highest monthly total ever. What a day. Now some offense needed to get Max a lead. Rendon, Soto, Kendrick, Jordan Zimmerman, 11 pitches per inning so far. So 33 and 19 strikes. Front door on the slider for a strike. Then the fastball. Towering homer yesterday, second time up. Guess when? Top of the 4th.
Number 18 on the year. If you don't want to dance, we'll make you dance.
Got Anthony back into the top 10 in RBIs with 57. Good take on the slider away. Front door. Rendon turns on it. Hits at the base of the wall. Loud thud when it hit there, and that wasn't far from being another home run. Anthony Rendon, one of the league leaders in doubles. That's number 21.
Yeah, stayed on the slider. Nice, didn't he? And you're wondering if this is going to stay in the air long enough to get out of here. Big thud at the bottom of the fence. You can hear it all the way up here. So a leadoff double for Tony Two Bags.
41st extra base hit. All right, Max is pitching. He's doing his thing. 1 or 2 runs, huge in this game. Time for Juan Soto to drive him in, or at least get him over with a productive out. Shift is on. Some holes around the infield. And the other thing here, Rendon can get a tremendous lead. because the shortstop, Nick Goodrum, is way over on the second base side. He might hang a little bit closer now. Yeah, he's a little bit more up the middle. Now he's going to retreat some. 2-0. Anthony Rendon, by the way, now 3 for 5 career against his former teammate.
You know, a lot of people are grateful for Jordan Zimmerman's no-hitter on the last day of the season, the September 28th, 2014 against the Marlins. He had 10 strikeouts in that. I will always be thankful for the tailgate parties when we played the Brewers. And the Zimmerman family from Auburndale, Wisconsin.
They put on quite a show.
And Dan and I going out there with the cameraman and partaking in the pregame festivities with the Zimmermans. They made us feel like part of the family, man. They're just a great group. And I'll always be thankful for that. I'll always remember that.
Salt of the earth.
Yeah.
From upstate Wisconsin. 3-1 now. Oh, I just enjoyed doing the first 3 innings by myself while you and Dan slowly came out of your food comas. Soto takes it. And he's been walked by Zimmerman for the second time. Last day of the season. Jordan Zimmerman, and this is Christian Yelich. Look at Jordan's reaction. He thought he gave up a hit. Steven Souza Jr. said, no, you didn't.
The only time I've ever seen a player go full out dive and use 2 hands.
What a moment.
Usually when you dive, Carp, you don't have time to get your other hand in there, but in the air he moved his right hand over the glove because it was securing a no-hitter. And the reason you don't is you need something to brace yourself. When you put your other hand out there and you're parallel to the ground, you're going to hit hard, and he didn't care.
And as we've often noted, Jordan Zimmerman and Wilson Ramos were the only starters on the field when that game ended. The last day of the season, September 28th, 2014. Unbelievable. Howie gets jammed. Right field, though, it's hanging up and no chance for runners to advance.
And I always tell that story that I was over you calling the play, videoing you and the play at the same time, and I thought I jinxed it because I had my phone out and I was filming everything. I still have the video of you making that call and the crowd going nuts in the background way up from our booth.
That was fun. 1-0. The Nats had scored a run in the second inning on a home run by Ian Desmond, and that was the difference in that game. They out-hit the Marlins 11-0 and won 1-0. Crazy day. That was Jordan Zimmerman's 14th win of that 14 season. All right, the Nats need something good here from Matt Adams. Fly ball deep center first time. 35,085 Nats fans in the ballpark that day. Adams rips it foul. Adams' career 5 for 10 against Zimmerman. That was tight, right by his batting gloves. 1-1. Nissan pitch cast. Yeah, right off the belt buckle, actually a little lower than the hands. Perfect pitch.
His out pitch when he was a Nat was the slider cutter under the hands of a lefty with 2 strikes. See if he goes there. Now he's going away.
That ball's ripped. Fair. A throw to second. Adams. Safe is the call. Rendon to third. Tigers having a look at this one.
Yeah, this is close at first, by the way. I was questioning Brandon Dixon's decision in my mind to go to second here, but I think they might have turned a double play. It was close. I mean, look where he's throwing that from. Way in foul territory, way deep. It was bang, bang at first. I think we're going to play on here. Matt beat it. Just beat it. But usually you see a first baseman just say, I'm not going to make that long a throw. Forget that. I'll just flip it to the pitcher and get it out. They almost turned it.
Yeah, that was well done. All right, it's up to Kurt Suzuki. Little stare down before the at bat 2 innings ago. First pitch, Kurt hit it hard, but right at the third baseman. His 35th RBI sitting over there with Rendon at third. And he rips a base hit. Nats are on the board. They continue with clutch 2-out RBIs in this series. And that is number 35 for Kurt Suzuki. He's seen 2 pitches today.
Yeah, not waiting around. He knows Jordan Zimmerman's going to throw a strike. You just don't know what pitch it's always going to be. Clutch. Kurt Suzuki is clutch. 1-0.
Brian Dozier hit the ball hard first time. Nico Goodrum, the shortstop on the backhand side, caught his line drive. 2 hits, around a walk in the inning. Yeah, that was always the thing about Jordan. One way or the other, things were going to happen quickly. Took a long look at second.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I think he's looking to see if Matt Adams is relaying something. That wasn't to keep Matt Adams close. He was just staring him down like, are you doing something to tell the hitter something's coming? I don't think he is, but that's why he was looking at him so long.
Close. 2-1. Not biting. Robles is next. And Jordan Zimmerman now has a 20-pitch inning. This is only his 3rd start since coming back off the injured list. He's gone 4 and 5 his first 2 times with 75 and 84 pitches. And Brian has to reattach the Velcro. And he pulls the slider away with the runners on the move. It's it for the Nats in the 4th. Kurt Suzuki saves the inning with a 2-out RBI.
Time since 2014. He described it as being kind of weird, kind of awesome. Now on Friday when we got here, Bob, I was with you. We were here early, and Scherzer was the first player out on the field, just taking everything all in, looking around. When I had a chance to speak with him in Miami before we flew here, he said there'd be some mixed emotions. He said he wished he could look out and see a World Series banner, and that was something he also talked about with reporters on Friday, that it was one of his bigger regrets that they couldn't win a World Series, but it's something that just continues to drive and motivate him today.
Yeah, Verlander on that staff, Hannibal Sanchez. They got swept by the Giants Max pitched game 4. He pitched well, but they lost it in extra innings.
He had swept by Pablo Sandoval.
Breaking ball in there. Bottom of the 4th underway. A strike to Castellanos, who struck out. Swinging on 3 pitches first time.
Yeah, whenever you talk to Max, it's about winning.
That's a high chopper foul.
You know, he's a tremendous career, Hall of Fame career with the Cy Youngs and all the strikeouts, but he just wants a ring. And that's why he plays. I think it's why most guys play. It doesn't separate Max from the other 8 guys on the field behind him right now. But different players are motivated by different things, I've found out throughout my career. Some it's the big contract. Some it's their numbers in Cooperstown. Others it's simply just wearing that World Series ring. And none are better than the others. It's just some players are different.
And for this guy, it's getting better every time he takes the mound. We don't think it's possible, but he pulls it off. 0-2 battle here. You know, Max, some of the Detroit guys gave this to me this morning. I have to credit them. It's an article from several years ago by Steve Kornacki of M Live, talking about Scherzer, his intelligence, and some of the things he was doing here in Detroit before he ever became a Nat that helped to shape him into what he does today. Now listen to this. I'm quoting this story. Fans may not realize he's one of the few pitchers in the game who utilizes advanced metrics to evaluate his results during the course of the season, but still focuses on scouting reports for game plans. That article was posted on July 2nd, 2010. 9 years ago, Max Scherzer was looking at numbers. And along with that, there's an item in this story that says when he was at the University of Missouri, he scored 35 out of a possible 36 in math on the ACT. That kind of mind, and he's been able to apply it between the lines up on that mound.
He's ticked he didn't get 36.
Yeah. Just stayed away. Suzuki tried to frame the 2-2. Oh, look at the breaking ball. 86. Strikeout number 5. So here's that World Series game. October 28th, 2012. The Tigers were fighting for survival. He did get the panda right there. Max would go 6 1/3, 3 earned runs on 7 hits, 1 walk, struck out K, 8. And he gave a home run to Buster Posey. Pitched very well. They lost it. 1 run for the Giants in the 10th, beat them 4-3, and that was it. Care First moment in history. Live fearless with a card most accepted by top doctors. Care First, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Here's Kristen Stewart. Target away. Went out there with the 0-2 fastball. There's a fastball out there, 95. That's number 6. So he has registered 11 outs, 6 on strikes.
Well, he's got his run, and that's just what Max does and what the great ones do when they get a lead. That's my lead, and that's that. whatever he wants to throw. Kurt Suzuki can put down any finger right now. Doesn't matter.
Jamer Candelario. There's that changeup.
I wonder if Kurt ever does that, where he's just like, you know, he's got all of them working. We have a game plan, but watch this. I'm just going to put one down and not even think about it. I don't think he ever does that, though. Elevated fastball here.
Good contact and a base hit. Candelario got over the top of it for the Tigers, just their second hit. PNC make today the day. So postseason career, still hunting that first win as a Nat. 4 of those as a Tiger. Look at the other numbers. They're almost identical. The strikeouts because of the difference in the number of starts. But the ERA and the opponent's batting average, that's amazing. Within 1/100th of a point of each other. Brandon Dixon, ground ball to Turner. First time up. And by the way, on MASNsports.com, before the game, Byron Kerr posted a very cool story about Max, if you want to check that out. Byron is traveling with us here. And Max talking about his return here and some unfinished business regarding that World Series. And hopefully he makes that come to fruition with his present ball club. It's a good read.
Yeah, that 0-2 pitch to Candelario is the only mistake Max has made today. He wanted that fastball up higher.
There's a changeup, nasty. So he strikes out 3. That is 7 through 4 innings. Hey, you do the math while we wait for Robles.
To Apollo at the Park on July 5th. Going to be all kinds of cool stuff there. Royals 7 p.m. Visit nationals.com/ticket. And you can see Neil Armstrong's spacesuit. Check this out. Tigers fan gives a kid a baseball. How cool is that?
Nice.
And what do you do if you're a kid with a baseball?
Uh-oh.
You drill somebody in the back of the head in front of you with it. Atta baby. You get a ball, you throw it. That's what kids do. I love it.
Dad, you tell me I should throw the ball.
Drill him in the neck.
Didn't we have the infamous one years ago where the kid got the ball and they chucked it out of the upper deck in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Victor Robles, fly ball to right first time. 5th inning underway. Jordan Zimmerman, 55 pitches, 32 strikes through 4. Upstairs with the heater. 2-1.
It's just a subtle little lean that Victor does as the pitch is coming. He's not really diving into the pitch like you see a lot of hitters do, but he's on the plate and he just kind of, his momentum goes toward the plate when he starts his swing. That's why he gets hit so much. See that little lean?
Yeah.
Right before he swings, he kind of starts to fade into the strike zone a little bit, and then he fires off the swing. And when he takes a pitch, anything off the plate in has a good chance of hitting him. Game planning. I'd like to see hitters before they go up talk to their hitting coach. Hey, what are you thinking here? What are you looking for? Let's get a game plan for this at bat.
Robles getting his cuts here. The last time the Nats have a DH for a while. Until Baltimore. That's a good breaking ball right at the knees. And just the second K of the day for Jordan Zimmerman. Let's have a look around the league, brought to you by PNC. How about the Orioles against the Indians, who were the wild card leaders in the American League? Back-to-back 13-0 wins. Crazy. Yuli Gurriel getting it done for the Astros late. And the Atlanta Braves, who are having quite a month themselves. 55 dingers, taters, whatever, in June. Nats 8 back of the Bravos as we commence on this Sunday. They're at New York, as mentioned tonight, and they have to face Noah Syndergaard. Trey Turner, a base hit in 2 trips. Pretty good location on these pitches right now. Zimmerman's first 2 starts of the year, 2 starts at Toronto and at the Yankees. Gave up 1 earned run, didn't get a decision in either. 1 an extra inning loss and 1 a narrow win when his team didn't score any runs for him. And hard to believe he's still seeking his first win of the year. That one got some plate. High chopper to short. Good pick by Goodrum. And he had no margin for error there to get Trey Turner.
Well, he didn't have a choice but to play it into that short hop. If he waits back, Trey's safe. So just kind of trapped it on the short hop. Got rid of it quick with something on it to barely get Trey, who was flying down the line. You hear somebody yell, "Get rid of it"? That might have been the third baseman. Could have been the catcher.
Here's Adam Eaton. 1 for 3 as he lines one to right. A couple of rough at bats to start the day, and he just walks up and gets his 4th base hit of the series. That gets it to Anthony Rendon, who doubled his last time up.
He's ready. Somebody get the dance party going. He wants a tater. He's getting loose. He knows a guy with 18 home runs is coming up. You got to warm up for that dance party. You could pull something.
I don't know if Tom Bergeron's a baseball fan, but he's got to contact Gerardo Parra. Cameo or something.
Eaton took off, and Rendon took that pitch because he thought Adam was stealing, and he stopped. Oh, I'm with you.
Anthony's driven in 57.
But Parra's got the right idea. You just don't walk into a party and start dancing. You know, that usually happens after everybody gets a little loose, you know?
Yeah. It's like a good pitcher. Don't want to show the whole repertoire early.
Hey, thanks for coming. Let's dance. It never happens. Well, whatever Adam Eaton and Kevin Long talked about worked.
That was closer. In fact, Jordan Zimmerman looking into the dugout like the Tigers are checking that. One the count. Here goes Eaton, low and away, slides in without a throw. And for Adam Eaton, first bag in a while, his 6th of the year.
Tremendous jump. Not looking in a bit. Got a good pitch to go on, off speed in the dirt. So now Anthony Rendon trying to make this a 2-run lead here with a base hit.
Yeah, huge with Max the way he's pitching. That's quite a take, and Zimmerman posing like he thought he had the strikeout.
Well, he threw it exactly where he wanted it. I think it was a little off the plate away. Maybe a hair down too. I think he wants Rendon. I think Soto's the guy he circled that isn't beating him today. So yeah, he should see a strike here.
And Rendon just takes it where it's pitched out of play. Juan Soto's been walked twice by Zimmerman today. His only 2 free passes.
I think he had a double last time up, but it seems to me that he'd rather pitch to Anthony than Juan. We'll see.
And this one high in the air. Right field, Castro. That's it for the Nats in the 5th. They've stranded 5. Max back to work in a 1-0 game.
For some Fios X, Max Scherzer's day so far, strikeouts wise. He's got 7 of them. Look at the late movement on that slider. The violent delivery on the changeup and the fade at the end. That one took forever to get there. And this fastball with some late life. The 100% fiber optic network. Visit getfios.com. I can't wait till Saturday, July 6th when it's the Expo.
Next weekend coming up quickly. The 4th right around the corner. Here's Nico Goodrum. First time up, pretty good at bat. He got a base hit, a double between Matt Adams and the first base bag.
You know, it's not the greatest teams coming to Nats Park on the next homestand, but to me, it's one of the best homestands of the year. Always, regardless of who they're playing. The 4th of July game, the 3rd with the fireworks. At the Expos unis coming up. Oh, look at these guys. Ambush should be celebrating Independence Day with the Patriotic Series presented by SAIC. The Nets take on the Marlins. You know the drill, 11 a.m. Go to nationals.com/tickets for more information. Best day of the year at the park. I say that every day, but it is. And maybe it's because it's the only day that all of us in baseball have a normal day where we can actually barbecue and watch fireworks.
You feel like people with real jobs.
People with real jobs.
It's also the best weekday of the year to try to get to the ballpark at 8 or 8:30 in the morning. You're a grand old flag. Beautiful day here at Comerica Park, downtown Detroit. Nats trying to make it 2 out of 3 here, and would love to come home with a 5-1 trip and get back over 500. Swing and a miss on an 84 changeup, fading way away. And now for Max, his last 4 outs, all swinging strikeouts. Number 8.
Telling you, he's got the lead. And once he gets the lead, it's his. At least that's the idea.
Harold Castro, the at-bat of the day, even though he made an out. He got robbed by Juan Soto of an RBI single or double at the end of an 11-pitch AB that elevated Scherzer's count in the 2nd. Max has been, other than one single, untouchable since. All-time lists. So long Tom Glavine, so long Chuck Finley. Passes a couple of lefties today. And next on the list, David Cone. And then Frank Tanana, longtime Tiger, right after that. Cy Young on the list.
You catch Cy Young in anything, you're pretty good, right?
Well, he's taken Cy home 3 times already.
Yeah. Just throw
Time
him
to catch him.
Just flipping him in the backseat of his car at this point.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Look at that changeup. They still think they can get to it. That's number 9.
It's just the evolution of a pitcher. When Max came up with the Diamondbacks, he just threw 100. And now he's dropping curveballs in there, 0-0, nasty changeup, slider, cutter, fastball 96. I remember when Pedro Martinez was just a thrower early in his career. Threw 98, didn't have a whole lot to go with it. And then he developed the curve and the changeup and all the pitches to go with it. To where at the end of his career, I thought he was a thumber that threw 97 because he threw more changeups and curves than any other pitch.
Beckham gets a piece of it. Out in right, caught by Adam Eaton. Hey, some quick outs don't hurt either. Through 5, Max has 9 Ks. Nationals.
Scoring, let's go back to the 4th. Tony Two Bags did just that to lead it off. Base of the wall, stand up double. And then with 2 outs, Kurt Suzuki beat the shift. Ooh, I just saw Gordon Beckham on that. Did you see the false step he took toward first base that opened up that hole? I missed that the first time around. I wonder why he was jabbing toward first. 1-0 as we go to the top of the 6th. Max has been the story of this one. We thought it would be like that.
Yeah, and when you think about what's going on today, how hard is it to strike out 20 batters in a game? Max is having an unbelievable day, and he has 9 strikeouts in 5 innings. You double that, and you're still not to 20. So to do that in 9 innings with that number of strikeouts on that night, unbelievable. Soto, Kendrick, and Adams. Here we go, top 6. Does Juan Soto see something to hit here? That's a good fastball to the edge. Actually took a little bit off and kind of BP action there for strike 1. Juan has now walked 45 times this year. That'll turn him away from the plate. Soto started the day 10th in the league in walks. 6th in the league in on base percentage. So he's back up around 400 in that stat. Big hook off the table, 1-2. Target up. So Juan Soto has been on base in this series 5 times. Oh, wow, what a take.
A lot of guys swing at this, don't they?
I'd say almost everybody.
I think knowledge of the strike zone is something you're just blessed with. I mean, you could get better as your career goes on with knowing what guys throw and what counts.
Same pitch. Zimmerman, 3rd K of the day. Nats box. Each of the first 3 hitters have hits. Soto on twice. Kurt Suzuki, though, down in that number 7 slot, the big hit of the day, the 2-out single against a modified shift to the left of second base in the 4th. Couple of fly balls from Howie Kendrick today, 1 to center, 1 to right. Next pitch will equal Jordan's high since coming back off the injured list. I think he believes he's getting squeezed by Brennan Miller here. 3-0. First two obviously low. That one pretty good. And Howie just got jammed a bit on that 3-0 pitch. 2 outs.
All right, kick off the holiday weekend early with post-game Freedom Fireworks presented by Budweiser. That's Wednesday, July 3rd, 6:05 start. So it'll be post-game fireworks. They always put on a good show. Go to nationals.com/tickets. It's at 6. The game's at 6 because the 4th is at 11. And I think the game on the 5th should start at 11 p.m. just to give us all time to recover.
So you could stick around for the first inning and hop the Metro home. Here's Matt Adams, who's 0 for 2. Way inside.
I feel a far one coming here. I don't know why.
Hope he hits it fair. 1-2.
Yeah, I didn't say fair foul. StatCast AI, powered by AWS and Lexus. Experience amazing.
Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Zimmerman's most dominant inning with 2 of his 4 Ks. Quite a matchup today. 1-0. 2-0 Tigers. Max out for his 6th inning of work. And here's their box. A 2-out double. Nico Goodrum in the 2nd inning. Stranded at 2nd eventually. And then a 2-out single by Jamer Candelario in the 4th. That's it. 74 pitches. Great ratio. 57 strikes. Max has set down 10 of the last 11 Tigers since that Goodrum double. Here's the catcher, Bobby Wilson. Glad that he's still okay to remain in the game after the bat to the helmet on Adam Eaton's 2nd AB today.
Pick a pitch, any pitch. Pitching right out of his shirt. Coming untucked.
Fastball up and off to the right. It's over in London. Yankees 12, Red Sox 8. Yankees had a 9-run 7th inning and they sweep. And they've won 5 in a row now. That drops the Red Sox to 11 games behind the Yankees, AL East. Breaking ball ripped over the extended glove of Rendon. That hit by Bobby Wilson breaks up an 0 for 36 between the 2 Detroit catchers, Wilson and John Hicks. And Wilson almost had a base hit first time. Matt Adams grabbed his humpback liner going the other way. So he's aboard to lead off the 6th. First time the Tigers have a leadoff hitter on. There's Jacoby Jones.
Not shocking, gives you a different look. Really every at-bat rarely falls into a pattern. See if they go slider away here after the fastball in. I don't think Bobby Wilson's going to steal, but I guess you never know.
Frisbee action on that thing. 0-2.
When a guy misses that bat on a slider, you might double up on it, see if they do it again, or just go to the changeup.
Option 2, and he almost had the strikeout.
Well, Kurt framed it, and that means he thought it was close enough to make it look like a strike, but that he knew it was a ball too.
Yeah, Brennan Miller got it right. 1-2 now.
Max is just putting that changeup where he wants it. He's looking for a swing and a miss, not a called third with that pitch. But he almost got a called third. Same spot, really. Slider here, watch.
Swing and a miss on the slider. That's number 10. And Max keeps on rolling.
Nasty slider, and he struck out double digits again. Go figure. Shocker. Here in
90th
Detroit.
time. Come on. 8th of this year. Amazing. And Max is just piling them up. So last 4 starts, 10, 10, 10, and today 10. And the one in between the 15 strikeout game in Cincinnati was his 9 strikeout game at San Diego before he embarked on this latest streak. And this one lifted out to center. Castellanos retired by Robles, and that's a welcome 1 pitch, 2nd out. No walks again.
I was looking down at my scorecard, all the strikeouts. I heard the swing, and then I heard people scream, and I thought, uh-oh.
They were screaming because somebody made contact. Buck Farmer.
Relax down there.
90 times with 10 strikeouts or more. Max is trying to go at least 6 for the 13th time in a row and the 16th this year. Kristen Stewart, the hitter. Two and 0. Perfect at the knees with the curve.
But that's why you see the average go down times through. 2-0 curveball from Max Scherzer, who's throwing 97 today. For a strike. Not a swing and a miss. It's just to get me over a curve.
This one in play out to left. It's twisting back to Juan Soto. Leadoff single, no problem for Max Scherzer. 6 strong in his old ballpark with 10 Ks.
Gordon, for whatever reason, watch this, you guys. He's right here, top of the screen. Terrible arrow. But watch him jab toward first base once the ball's hit. Look at the lean and then the false step toward first. Now watch his reaction. Stay with it. His reaction is like, darn it, why did I jab toward first base? It left the hole open. I think if he sees this off there, watch again. Look at just the false step there opens up the hole. maybe he makes the play, maybe he doesn't, but just a weird play in a 1-0 game that the second baseman actually moved the wrong way on a ground ball.
Well, Jordan Zimmerman done for the day after 89 pitches, 51 strikes. Buck Farmer, second appearance of the series. He had a scoreless 1 strikeout 6th inning here Friday. Kurt Suzuki, 0 for 4 career against him. And Kurt's bat the difference in the game after that ball shot through the middle. Down to third for Candelario. 1 pitch, 1 out, top 7.
3 pitches today for Kurt.
He cannot wait to get back to DC. It's our Jiffy Lube pitching change. Choose a winning team for your vehicle at Jiffy Lube. Expanded services for your convenience. JiffyLubeDC.com. 28-year-old right-hander from Conyers, Georgia. Pitched to Georgia Tech. Tigers 5th rounder 6 years ago. Here's Brian Dozier.
I feel like he should be from Nebraska.
Buck Farmer.
Great name.
Can't wait to hear Alex ask Kurt Suzuki to analyze his at-bats after this one today.
Yep. Hey, swing hard in case you hit it. I like it.
Bip, bip, bip. That's got some action on it. Turned it over, diving in on Brian, who's 0 for 2 today.
Well, Buck has a fastball, curveball, and a change. Fastball 95, 50% of the time.
Dozier 4 for 7 against him with 3 walks from Brian's Minnesota days. Buck is 6'4", 232.
Looking at a little something something inside his hat. Maybe a little sane.
Dozier to first with 1 out.
Look at that bat.
First Nats runner since the Adam Eaton single 2 innings ago.
Watch every out-of-market regular season game live or on demand with MLB.tv. Your subscription includes at-bat premium. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details.
There's Victor Robles.
So there's a white portion on the inside of the hat right behind the logo, Carp, where a lot of players with a Sharpie will write something. Kind of, hey, let it fly, don't think, just pitch, you know, whatever you're saying is. And you'll see guys from time to time take off their hats, look inside and read it just to kind of reset them. I think that's good stuff. It's never anything like backup third.
Hit the cutoff man. I remember.
I had one that I didn't even realize until a fan had one of my hats on line the other day. It was reckless abandon. And it just meant play hard every day. But that's all you could really control. But that was my motto. And my life motto, too, for that matter.
0-2 to Robles. Ooh. When I was with the Rangers back in the late 80s, we had a pretty good hitting first baseman catcher named Mike Stanley. He used to put little initials on the knob of his bat. Turn it over. And I remember one was TPTM, this pitch, this moment. He'd look at that between pitches. Just, it would relax him. That's a busted bat. Robles took a minute to get out of the box, and he beats it out. Two on. 1 out. Some Tigers looking toward their dugout.
Victor's hat should say, "I'm fast." And that my helmet's going to kill somebody someday, too. Thought he beat it, didn't you? Oh, yeah. Look at the helmet. It almost hit Brandon Dixon at first as he was racing by.
2 on, 1 out. First time today the Nats have had back-to-back runners on base. Adams hit a fielder's choice back in the 4th, and then Suzuki singled, but this is a different story. And top of the order, Trey Turner now, who has a hit today. Double barrel action for the Tigers. Lefty Daniel Stump and the righty Jose Cisnero. Stump for Eaton, Cisnero for Rendon. We'll see.
An add-on run here with the way Max is pitching seemed like 5.
Sure would. Max at 89 pitches, by the way, through 6. One and 2, good pitch.
They're singing Trey happy birthday. You hear that in the background?
Yeah, Nats fans singing happy birthday. Well done. Oh. 3 o'clock here in the Motor City. Rubber game of the 3-game series. Final game of the road trip. BCFP, AC, and Kurt Suzuki. At least to this point, the game's only RBI. Can Trey Turner change that? 2 on, 1 out, 2-2 count. And time given. And this one out to center. Brian Dozier tagging. He'll head for 3rd on the 2nd out. Robles back to 1st.
Well, I like that play a lot. And the reason why is because now Victor Robles can steal 2nd. Even though he couldn't tag on that fly ball, Dozier could advance on it with 2 outs, and now that gives Robles a chance to get into scoring position here with 2 outs. Smart play.
Ron Gardenhire is going to go situational here with this lefty. It's our Jiffy Lube pitching change. Choose a winning team for your vehicle at Jiffy Lube. Expanded services for your convenience. JiffyLubeDC.com.
Runners at the corners, top trying to add on to that 1-0 score. Nats right fielder, there he is. He's about to hit. Tuesday, July 2nd, 25,000 fans will receive an Adam Eaton bobblehead. Go to nationals.com/tickets.
These two matched up on Friday night. Daniel Stump, the lefty, 28 years of age, walked Adam Eaton, 35th appearance, hittable, 27 hits in 21 innings, but he has struck out 24.
Fastball 92, slider 82, occasional changeup. Adam will see fastball, slider. There's a slider.
And he was looking right at Robles. Brian Dozier has to be alert at 3rd. Bob Henley checking in with him. If Victor starts to 2nd, all heck could break loose on the infield.
I think if it gets to 2 strikes, they might try to steal a run here.
Fastball up in the zone to even it up. Nissan pitch cast.
Good frame. Guess and go here. If he throws over 3 times, he's got you. Getting the run down, steal a run. What do you think?
That's a good question. He's going. They're going to let him go. Fake throw. And not biting at third Dozier. So Victor Robles picks up his 11th steal.
Brian O'Nora almost got hit with the helmet. Great jump. Helmet goes off. Brian O'Nora. Look out. Almost hit him in the leg. That helmet's going to take somebody out.
Nats 2 steals today. 49 on the year. Got to make some contact here. Adam Eaton. And that's an easy take for him. 2-2. In the air. Shortstop Goodrum, and at the 7th inning stretch. This remains a tight 1-0 ball game in Motown.
All right, 1-0. This one cruising into the bottom of the 7th inning. Max with 89 pitches, 66 of those have been strikes. It's time for K's for Kids. Your Washington area Toyota dealers help children and their families by making a donation of $50 to the Children's NIH for every strikeout by a Nats pitcher this season.
Beautiful day, nice crowd, fantastic pitching. And Kid Carter, the late Gary Carter, a great Expo.
Those are the uniforms
represented here.
He'll be wearing on the 6th.
Yeah. So it's Jamer Candelario, Brandon Dixon, Nico Goodrum for the Tigers, bottom 7. Pitch number 90 coming from Max. 3 hits so far, 10 Ks, nary a walk. How's everything in Lake Caroline, Virginia today? A huge Nats fan. John is watching there. His brother Chuck is our audio guy here in Detroit. Wanted to send along his best. So John, you and everybody down in Lake Caroline, root for the Nats today. And keep rooting for Max. He's got an out in the top of the 7th.
Quick outs would be nice. Any outs are nice right now. But
yeah. Next up, Brandon Dixon. Just one more thing from that article that was written 9 years ago about Max. Evidently early in his career he crunched some numbers, and he thought the only thing pitchers could truly control were home runs, walks, strikeouts, and hit batters. Ball gets put into play. A lot of different things can happen based on where guys are playing, how hard the ball's hit, where it's hit. But Max tried to corral those things, the things he could ultimately control himself, and that's kind of how his whole analytical thing got started. And he's just taken it, run with it, and gotten better and better every year. Fastball up, and that's hit well to right. Back is Adam Eaton. It's gone. And Brandon Dixon, their leading home run guy, ties the game with his 11th.
Fastball up, he got on top of it. Good swing. And then you're wondering, is Adam Eaton going to rob this, right? He got back there in plenty of time, and then I think he got caught up against the fence. He tried to jump. I don't know if he would have jumped high enough to rob that. That fence is a lot higher than the left field fence. So 1-1.
Wow. For the Tigers, their second home run of the series. Only the Marlins in all of baseball have hit fewer than their 68. And both of their homers opposite field by right-handed batters. Castellanos had one out to right on Friday, right center. Changeup. That's hit pretty well. Eaton right there. 2 down. Here's Harold Castro, who was lined out to left, robbed by Soto, and then he was strikeout victim number 9 back in the 5th.
Keep it 1-1. You got Rendon, Soto, and Kendrick due up in the 8th.
Wow. Sliding, cutting action. Close to coming all the way back. Down and in, filthy. That's number 11. Tigers tie it on the Dixon homer. Now the Nats in the top of the 8th, 3-4-5. Rendon, Soto, and then Howie.
Turners at the bottom of the order, 31.4 feet per second. Home to first and 4.09. That's flying. That's the equivalent of 21.4 miles an hour for Trey. And Victor Robles, 30 feet per second, 4.25 to first. And that's the equivalent of 20.4 miles an hour.
That's faster than the assembly lines in this town.
It's not as fast as a Volkswagen, though, Bob. Brought to you by your local Volkswagen dealers.
Nice segue.
Thank you.
Joe Jimenez, scoreless 8th, with a hit given up to Howie Kendrick yesterday. The Nats have scored 1 run in this entire series against the Tiger bullpen. That was given up by the lefty Daniel Stumpf in the 8th inning on Friday night. So Ron Gardenhire's pen has been good, very good for them in this 3-game set.
Jimenez fastball 95. Slider you just saw there at 86. Occasional changeup at 89.
Rendon faces him for the first time. Fastball running back. Like Howie, a great late innings hitter is Anthony Rendon. Target up. Fastball up there. He did check somehow. Those hands are unbelievable.
I think he might have caught a break on that one. It seemed like from center field his bat crossed the strike zone. So strong. The forearms, the wrist to hold up that swing.
Two and two. Tigers bullpen this year, ERA just under 5. at 495, but they've been nails against the Nats. 2-2. 3-2.
Well, needless to say, huge pitch coming right here. Nobody up in the Nats bullpen. Max still in this game.
Rendon hits it well to right. Going back is Castro. See you later. Rendon opposite field, and number 19 puts the Nats back on top.
You know, I know he wasn't voted in the All-Star game, but if he's not in Cleveland in a few weeks, something's wrong. 19th home run of the year, puts his ball club ahead 2-1. How good is Anthony Rendon at hitting a baseball?
New Nationals team record, 15 straight games.
At hitting a baseball.
Homering and dancing. Oh, what a great at bat. Some close pitches taken. Got it to full. Look out now. Here's Soto.
I tell you what, the check swing might be the difference in this game. That was close. As close as Anthony's ever gotten to going. We always talk about how he check swings like nobody we've ever seen. That was pretty far. He got a break and made the Tigers pay. And Gerardo Parra knew he needed to get loose.
Soto 2 walks and a strikeout today.
That was huge.
RBI number 58 in the series. 2 homers, 3 RBIs, 5 hits. Soto lays off the high heater.
As soon as he hit that, I said to myself, if Dixon's went out, that's going out, because he hit that better. Tony Taters.
And right now Jimenez having a hard time getting over the top of his fastball. Cost him count leverage with Rendon. Well, this is why the guys who bat 3rd, 4th, and 5th make lots of money.
Yep. Let it rip here.
Easy take. 2 on, or 2 runners aboard. The homer and now the walk.
All right, check out the check swing. Did Tony and the Nats catch a break here? I mean, close. And then the 3-2 heater. See you later. Number 19 on the year. And take it easy. Richter dancing for him. Parra was late to the party. Did you see that? He must have been up in the clubhouse. He was screaming down there in the end of the dugout. It's time for the Miller Lite Hold True. Geez, I wonder what this is going to be. 3-2 fastball, 2-1 ball game. Number 19 on the year. And America's newest craze, the dance party in the dugout. Where's Gerardo? There he is. Hey, rock stars are never on time to a party, right? It's good hustle to get there in time. I like it.
He heard the crack of the bat and got down the tunnel.
That might be my favorite one yet.
Yeah, late to his own party. Come on. Here's Howie, who's 0 for 3, and here's Jose Cisnero. Kendrick 2 for 3 against him. A double and an RBI in this series. That was that big blow in the 8th inning on Friday that gave the Nats their 3-1 lead. 2-1 here. Soto aboard. Nobody out. Top of the 8th. And from all signs we saw at the end of the 7th inning, Max at 100 pitches, good to go for another frame.
Oh yeah. And nobody throwing.
2-1. So from missing high to missing low. And right now, some of Ron Gardenhire's young relievers having a hard time locating here in the 8th. Two consecutive walks by Jimenez and now Cisnero. Matt Adams already has a couple of 3-run homers on this trip.
It's enough to make a manager shake his head.
Adams 0 for 1 against this right-hander.
This is Gardenhire's 7th ejection yesterday, and that's a record for a Tigers manager in a single season. And in the replay era, that's like, you might as well triple that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Without replay, that's at least 15 to 20.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a whole lot to argue anymore. It's balls and strikes.
That's a good breaking ball at the knees. And now Matt, his battle starts at 0-2 here.
Yeah, what is left to argue? Balls and strikes, and maybe if an umpire issues warnings and you don't think it's valid.
Ron Gardenhire, longtime understudy to Tom Kelly over in Minnesota, and managed the Twins for a lot of years. Played for the Mets in his big league career. Oh, 2 shift on, 2 aboard. Adams rolls over the grounder, and it's booted by Brandon Dixon, who gathers it and makes the play. But runners move up to second and third on the first out.
I think Dixon was thinking about going the long way again here on the double play. Kind of peaked a little bit early. The ball came up and bit him, and kind of acts like a sacrifice bunt. You got runners on second and third now with 1 out.
Yeah, big spot for Kurt Suzuki.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's swinging. 3 at-bats, 3 pitches today, 1 for 3 with an RBI.
He's the reason we're in the 8th inning right now.
That and Max. Well, he is the reason. He's putting down the fingers, too. Infield in here for the Tigers.
Looking to elevate, breaking ball in there. Kurt Suzuki, an RBI today, 35 on the season. And an AB that could put a big time stamp on this afternoon for the Nats.
And the road trip.
Straight up it goes. You heard Brandon Dixon call Bobby Wilson off the ball. 2 outs. Tuesday night is our next television game, and Patrick Corbin and Zach Gallen are going to rematch from Miami last week. Patrick's won 2 in a row, 2 earned runs, 17 Ks in 14 innings. They'll be looking for number 8, and Zach Gallen pitched not that badly against the Nats. 0-1 with a 3.60 ERA in his first 2 big league starts. 6:30, we're coming home for a wonderful week at Nationals Park. 3 with the Fish and 3 with the Royals.
I thought Gallen pitched really good. He gave up some runs, but whoever came in for him gave up the runs. He left with runners aboard, so he was charged with, I think, 3 in that outing, but he was real good the first 2 times through the order. 3rd time, the Nats figured him out.
5+ innings, 3 runs, 4 hits, and yeah, a lot of those runs scored because of the Matt Adams 3-run homer off Wei-Yin Chen. Good take. 1-1. Short hop on the fastball, picked by Bobby Wilson.
Was almost a run.
He's done it again, ladies and gentlemen. Double to left and a run scored. Homer to right. Dozier on 2-2 stays with it.
It's a big at bat for both squads. Tigers trying to keep it 2-1. Nats trying to expand their lead. They've had a few chances the last couple of innings. I think Davey just said wild pitch. Did you read his lips right there? Might be. Who knows?
Front door on the breaking ball. It stayed in. 3-2. Brennan Miller got it right. And Dozier fights it off.
But you see the swing now with 2 strikes? It's abbreviated. It's almost like a 3-wood, if you will, instead of a driver. And early in the season, he was taking 3-0 hacks with 2 strikes, but he shortened up like his manager wanted him to. He's hitting some balls up the middle the other way with 2 strikes. Watch, this isn't a big swing. Look, just trying to put it in play. Right back up the middle. I like it.
Fastball takes it the other way. Sharply hit, but right at Gordon Beckham. And the 8th inning sees Rendon home run damage to put the Nats back on top 1. First time back at the park as a visiting pitcher. Slider nasty early. Castellanos and Stewart early. Then Candelario. Gordon Beckham in the 4th. Then he would strike out 3. Castellanos, Stewart, and Dixon in the 4th. 2 more in the 5th. Goodrum and Castro. And then 2 more since. That was Jacoby Jones in the 6th. And then Harold Castro to finish the 7th. So Max still out there. 100 pitches. 75 strikes. 8, 9, and 1. Beckham, Wilson, and Jones.
Well, this is the angry ending, and this is the empty the tank ending. So here we go. This is where he's going to try to motivate himself to get through the 8th. You usually see more fastballs here too. The slider here.
First pitch, foul ball, straight back. Gordon Beckham 0 for 2 today, a strikeout and a ball hit into the outfield. Interesting thing happening on deck.
We'll get this first out. And then it's going to be the matchup of the day. Here it comes.
And we'll give you the matchup numbers in a moment. Small sample size, as expected, between the two. 96, and it's 1-2.
That's where you start getting the recoil on the fastball once he throws it. The body language. Usually you zoom in here and he's talking to himself. I'd imagine that Cabrera at bat will be that way.
And front door, the slider stayed in. 3-2 now. Fastball away, and he got him, number 12.
Stalking.
Well, you hear a crowd reaction here.
Growling. I think Davey should go out there and give him a scouting report on Miguel Cabrera right now.
That'll be a get off my lawn moment.
Oh, here we go. Yes. 1-run game. 2 future Hall of Famers going at it right here, right now.
Cabrera 1 for 5 with a walk and 3 strikeouts career against Max Scherzer. Strike 1. Fastball, a beauty. Cabrera in this series, 5 of 8. 3 RBIs and a walk.
That was paint, 96.
0-2 here in the 8th with 1 out. Fastball up.
So the body language right now is priceless. He hates his former teammate right now in this moment for sure.
Swing and a miss. Ball gets away and Cabrera just stands there and doesn't run. He'll just depart the premises and the umpire calls him out. Ball got through Suzuki. That's number 13.
Number 13 is Miguel Cabrera. Nasty slider that he wasn't even near. He just guessed fastball, didn't get it. Looks out at Max Scherzer. Said, hey, I thought we had a deal that you were going to throw me all fastballs when I faced you next time. Not in a 1-run game in the bottom of the 8th.
Top of the order, Jacoby Jones.
Ooh.
You would think with 2 outs in the 8th and 13 punchies, you would get that call.
Brendan Miller's been good today, though.
He has. Front door on the slider. So the pitch count 10 in this inning, 110 on the day. 94 in his 8 innings at Miami 5 days ago.
And 33 strikeouts in his last 2 starts against the Tigers.
They are really glad he's in the other league.
33 strikeouts in 2 games against your old squad. 34. Growling. See if Kurt puts down a fastball here.
Swing and a miss on the changeup. 14 Ks for Max Scherzer in his return to Detroit.
And 34 strikeouts against his old team at 2 starts. Max Scherzer, ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable. Once it, and we get to watch every 5th day. How lucky are we? And you say it every time he pitches. There's strikeouts. Number 14 on the day with the changeup, and then the high fives in the dugout. So 17 innings against his former team. 34 strikeouts. Is that good?
115 pitches, 86 strikes. Still would be nice to get another run or two. So here's Victor Robles. Jose Cisneros still on the mound for the Tigers. Robles, Turner, and Eaton, the burners here in the top of the ninth. Yes, the umpire says, and Robles out to start the ninth. Four-hitter. No walks. 14 strikeouts.
So 34 strikeouts, no walks in his 2 starts against the Tigers? Come on, who does that?
He retired 19 of the last 21 he faced. And this one a mile high off to the right side. Last 8 starts. The numbers are just startling. How do you walk 8 guys? I don't remember 8 walks. Opponent's batting average 163. Fastball. That's by Trey Turner. 2 down, and Adam Eaton is next. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. Adam Eaton 1 for 4. Thanks to Fernando Rodney. Friday night, Sean Doolittle's pretty fresh. Hasn't pitched since Thursday in Miami. An outing that Sean wasn't that pleased with afterwards, but the Nats got the W. Came in a non-save situation. That's a busted bat off the stick of Adam Eaton. It's going to fall down the left field line to give him a 2 for 5 day and get Anthony Rendon one more time up there.
Doctor getting hot.
Rendon 2 for 4 today. Pulled a double. Hit a homer the other way.
Pretty long delivery to the plate. I wonder if Adam Eaton's thinking about stealing here with 2 outs. He's already got 1 stolen base today.
2-1 pitch. That's some late break. Rendon the other way, backing up Castro and to his left. So here we go to the bottom of the ninth. Sean Doolittle against 2, 3, and 4 for the Tigers. Baseball on MASN to you by your DC Acura dealer. Come check out the brand new 2019 RDX today. And by American Standard Air. Find your local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer at MidAtlanticComfort.com. Quite a day for Anthony Rendon, for Max Scherzer, maybe for the Nats. One swing, top 8, the big difference in this one.
We got 3-2 pitch, and you were just hoping in a tie game that he got on here. The leadoff man on. He did a lot more than that. 366, 100 miles an hour on the exit velocity, a 2-1 lead.
Seeking a milestone save is Sean Doolittle. Nicholas Castellanos against him in his career. 1 for 4 with a walk and a strikeout. 2-1 Nats, 3 outs to get. Got over the top of that heater, 1-1. So his career save percentage is 84%, but much better in the last couple of years since coming from Oakland to Washington.
Here comes the high one.
Ronnie Rodriguez on deck for a left-handed hitter, Stewart. Fastball up, hit well to center. Doesn't carry far enough to get to Robles. And the Tigers have the tying run on as Castellanos continues to have a good weekend.
Like a pinch run for him here?
I don't think they have anybody left.
They're holding up the game for something, is why I asked.
They're using Rodriguez here. John Hicks had to come into the game, their backup catcher, when they hit for Wilson. They only had them with 3 extra men. The right-handed batter with good speed, Ronnie Rodriguez, in the series 0 for 4.
A lot of signage going on here, a lot of attention being paid. Just play it straight up. You don't make it a bunt here, I don't think.
One. Fastball up, 1-2.
Ronnie Rodriguez not getting cheated. You're thinking elevated fastball here, but with those big swings, if you dump a changeup down the way, you might get him. They're going fastball up.
Wow, how'd he get to that one?
There's a big groan on that foul ball. I think it got somebody's computer.
Yeah, just to the right of us with velocity. Took a little bit off, it appeared, and Robles over to grab it for the first out. Sean Doolittle, little off speed for out number 1. Big pitch, big out. Next up is Jamer Candelario. One for 3 with a single today. Faces Doolittle for the first time. And Sean gets the call up in the zone. Unhappy hitter on that one.
I'm telling you, Brendan Miller's having a nice day back there. We haven't seen much of him. He's a good home plate umpire. At least based on today.
Yeah, for a high fastball pitcher, that's a perfect pitch.
He said he's a local guy from Fairfax on Twitter.
That's right in there, 0-2. It appears Sean's fastball has a little more zip than it did 3 nights ago in Miami.
Just read swings. I don't even look at velocity with him. I watch how hitters are swinging.
Kurt wants it up, and that's where it goes for strikeout number 1 and out number 2. This is interesting. The last guy remaining for the Tigers, their home run guy today.
Elevate it. Signature pitch.
And here's Brandon Dixon. With 1 out in the 7th, he took Max opposite field to tie the game. Rendon untied it in the next half inning. And that's where we are here with 2 outs, bottom 9.
He's definitely got the best swing on this Tigers team. You know, minus the Hall of Famer. He didn't get cheated.
Using the off speed again, and he's ahead 0-2.
Fastball up or change up down and away. Either one works here. He's thinking right now, what do I want to throw here? Another fastball up. He's laid off 2. Do I go with the changeup? That's my second best pitch. And Kurt Suzuki will lead the way right here.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, the runner at first gets a head start here.
And now you go with the heat. Forget the changeup. You tried. And you go with your best pitch.
Close, and it's ball 4 inside. 2 on, 1 out.
It's a good at bat by Brandon Dixon. This was a ball. This is in. Suzuki tried to frame it up nice, but that was an impressive at bat in a big situation. Line's moving here with 2 outs.
Now the shortstop, Nico Goodrum. First time these two match up. .93 for strike 1. And he goes higher for 0-2.
There's no messing around with off speed now. He shows you he's going to swing at that. Throw the same thing. Throw it up there again. Nothing in the zone here, or even close.
Way up there. In the air to left. Soto to his right. The Nats win it. They win the series and save number 100 for Sean Doolittle, following up a gem by Max Scherzer.
That's Davey Martinez's ideal game, right? Max Scherzer goes 8. You hand the ball to Sean Doolittle, and the Nats end the road trip 6-1. What a trip. We're coming home. We can't wait to see it at Nats Park.
It took a while. 2 hours and 53 minutes. Scherzer brilliant through 8. A run on 4 hits, walk no one, 14 Ks, and Max is now on a big-time roll. He's 8-5. Doolittle save number 100. The Nats are back over 500 after winning 5 out of 6 on the trip. Tuesday night, it's Corbin and the Marlins. This has been a presentation of MASN. The Dan Bowe Show is next, and from Detroit, see you later.